Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel, Coins Reaction Zone, in another Scooby-Doo reaction. So this is episode 2 of the new Scooby-Doo movies. I watched Ghastly Ghost Town, which had this Three Stooges a bit ago. I rated that one a 2 out of 10. It was a big slog. I didn't find the comedy very funny. I looked through Reddit on people that had similar reactions to the show. The general consensus is when it came out, a lot of that stuff is just going to go over your head with characters. Somebody did say that Three Stooges, they've never made a really good cartoon with them. And they are in 2 episodes in the first season. But looking through it, there's a list of only like 5 or 6 good episodes out of the 24 episodes, 2 seasons of the new Scooby-Doo movies, from what I could tell. I'm still gonna try to react to all of them, but I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. I hope that this new one is better. 23 episodes left to get through, so I'm just gonna try to react to it as much as I can, with hopefully not getting sick of it. So just a little bit of overview for this one. This one is called the Dynamic Scooby-Doo Affair, the second episode of the first season of the new Scooby-Doo movies. It's 41 minutes long. It was released on September 16th, 1972, and the guest stars in this one is Batman and Robin. Characters I do know about and that are very popular. And Batman was voiced by Olan Soule, and Joker was Larry Storch. So Joker and Penguin are going to be in this too. And then Ted Knight was Penguin. Ted Knight was also in the previous episode as Almost Crunch. So looks like he's going to be in the new Scooby-Doo movies for at least 4 episodes. Casey Kasem was also Robin. Okay, that's cool. Also, stats-wise, we had nothing last episode. No weird food. No Scooby snacks eaten. The only property damage was Scooby destroying that barrel, which I labeled as $100. So we're just going into the episode kind of simple. So a little bit of a premise. Batman and Robin help the gang solve the mystery of a crashed plane, a punch toy filled with a counterfeit money, and a house that keeps on disappearing. So I skipped through the first couple minutes down to 3 minutes and 20 seconds. When the mystery machine broke down and overhead, whenever they were working on the mystery machine to repair it, a plane crashed. And so they hid in this house. Now there's people showing up at the doorstep. So they hid behind a crate, and Scooby and Shaggy are hiding underneath the rug. Let's get into the episode. Oh, Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin.
They immediately know who they are. That's funny.
Robin and I were on routine bat patrol in Gotham City when we detected an airplane overhead flying without lights. Suspecting that someone might...
So are they in Gotham City then?
We followed the plane on our Batmobile radar scope, and it led us to this old farmhouse. Now let's have a look at that crate.
It's strapped to the floor.
I wonder what's in the crate.
Ready, Batman? Right, chum.
I like how Batman is immediately taking control of everybody. So we got a hooded woman. Oh, it looks like the grandma from Looney Tunes.
Yeah, like we hope this house was deserted.
I'm Mrs. Baker. Are you people in trouble? Can I
Mrs.
help you?
Baker, okay.
Can you tell us what's in that crate?
So she's a suspect.
I never saw it before. How did it get there?
I think she's the first that I can recall, the first woman suspect. I don't think there was any in
Yeah, like they'll protect
Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?
Let's just open this and see what's in it.
Why, it's just a punch clown.
Oh,
An amusing toy.
The pilot and the other man drove off in the truck.
Yeah, probably to stash it somewhere. Right. Let's look for fresh tire tracks. Holy retreads! They're heading away from the highway.
The criminal may have driven it to the auto junkyard just down the road.
A perfect place to hide an incriminating vehicle. But you kids can identify it, right? Right. This is the place, all right. He must be
abandoned junkyard and found like a World War I style
Batman, Robin, look.
Jeep or something.
But they stop here. Climbed over the cars.
Whoever he is, he's a sly old fox. We may be able to flush this fox out of hiding. Like I think.
Oh, I like that the transition is the Batman logo.
Wait in the Batmobile? Certainly, but don't touch any of the instruments.
I love how Batman's just perfectly fine with everything happening. Like they went to a Batman exhibit
Like step on a Cape Crusader, where that villain is going to
and he's completely fine with everything.
Like, look! The Batman!
Oh wow, Joker and Penguin.
Holy double dealers, the Joker and the Penguin. They've teamed up.
Do you think Joker and Penguin are behind this funny money racket?
Sure, that punch clown was practically the Joker's calling card. Whatever they're up to, they're using the haunted house as their headquarters. I'm afraid this is a job for professionals. Joker and Penguin are master criminals, and they can be dangerous. Robin and I will handle this part of the caper ourselves. Don't worry, we'll nabble. You kids stay here. They're in
Isn't Robin also a kid though?
How did the dynamic duo discover we were passing counterfeit money, anyhow? What difference does it make now? By a sheer stroke of
Yeah,
luck.
stuffing money into the clown.
Walk right into our hands, hunting for us. While they hunt, we haunt. First, a few.
Yeah, that was the clown that was in the crate. They're also putting money in it.
What's that? Merely sound effects, Robin. Recorded on tape by talented professional thespians.
Yeah, those sound effects are also from the first iteration of the series.
Why the rocket's outburst of mirth, you babbling buffoon? They're not falling for your hokey haunting howls. In that case, my fine feathered friend, I shall achieve my goal with a white-sheeted ghoul.
They just have 6 buttons, a bunch of different stuff.
This is nothing more than an ordinary bed sheet. Cheap one at that. Now let's keep moving. This passageway must lead somewhere.
And they're just kind of doing their own thing at the moment. It's kind of funny.
Prince of crime.
1, 2, 3. Holy pitbull!
They got stuck in the completely smooth hallway, so the gang's probably gonna come in and save him.
Eyes on Batman's bevy of budding bird brains. Good idea, Penguin. But I doubt those kids will give us trouble.
I have a feeling Batman and Robin are in trouble. I think we ought to look for them.
Of course, Fred immediately knows plot-wise that he has to go in to save them.
I'm allergic to ghosts. They make me break out in goosebumps.
Same with Usopp in
Scooby,
One Piece.
If I give you a Scooby snack?
Oh, Scooby Snacks.
Two Scooby snacks?
So they're still doing it. Excellent. 3 Scooby Snacks for Scooby.
Okay, gang, let's go.
That's the first for this season. Nice job, Scooby. Merely protecting them. That's Joker and the Penguin in skeleton costumes, trying to scare them and hide them.
I think when we remove these costumes, we'll find a couple of boneheads.
Oh, crap.
Scooby, bring your friends to get us out. Watch it,
And
He broke free.
Scooby just so happened to find the right place, too. Nice job.
Yes. We passed the phony bills at the various rides and refreshment stands. It was so easy, we couldn't resist.
Even though you knew it was against the law to pass illegal tender?
Huh? What's that?
Counterfeit money.
When did you have this money printed?
My dear lad, we didn't have it printed. It was given to us by an anonymous benefactor.
What?
So the money was actually... So they're not the real bad guys in this episode?
Under our doormat. After that, every morning on our doorstep there was a crate with a clown in it, full of phony 5s and 10s.
What about the vanishing house?
The farmhouse that really isn't there.
Look, you young jackanapes, I'm the one who's supposed to make the jokes.
Then who smuggled it into the country? The Riddler? That's a riddle we'll have to solve later.
I was bringing up the riddle, too.
For your part in this crime, you two will spend a long time behind bars. These men are Gotham City detectives. When Robin and I were trapped in the pit, we summoned them with our miniature bat radio. Gentlemen, you
Oh, nice.
take them away.
Right.
You know, they always have a bunch of tools on their belt.
He meant the other way around. Fellow crime fighters, the brain of this counterfeiting operation is still on the loose, and we haven't one single...
Yeah, it has to be Miss Baker, who's also our first female culprit.
That poor sweet old lady.
I wonder... What is it, Freddy? I wonder if there's a clue in the fact that all of Miss Baker's furniture was nailed to the floor. Hold it, chum. Furniture nailed to the floor.
Maybe she did it in case of an earthquake.
Oh, so like, every time they push them against that tree branch, it kind of revolves around.
Hey,
Oh, that's crazy. So it's like a big revolving
I've heard of revolving doors.
doors, yeah.
House? Scoob, they don't know anything about this tree. Let's tell them.
That's really technical. Holy crud.
Batman, that must control the rotation.
whoever's doing this to us is sadly unbalanced. He's not the only one.
Yeah, so that's why everything was nailed to his floor, is that it just revolves around and does new houses.
Are you kids all right? Yes, Batman. Now that we're out of this mixing machine.
Look, the hooded man. We'll never catch him. He's on a unicycle.
Just strolling around on a unicycle.
Follow me. He's not in the next aisle. See anything? Not a thing.
I love how they're just immediately doing their own thing and the gang is doing their own thing too. But Batman and Robin have really taken control of this episode. I do like it a lot more than the first one. I feel like they fit the dynamic a lot more.
Do your duty.
And that they're superheroes, so they have like a duty to go first. I think Scooby's gonna run into her and get her captured. Oh, easy peasy. Immediately dunked her.
That's 2 points. And before the cops come to take
Making
you away,
jokes.
Batman, make them tell us what happened to Mrs. Baker.
Yes, that dear sweet old lady. The poor woman was just an innocent bystander in all this. She
It is Mrs. Baker.
You fools, Mrs. Baker didn't vanish. She's been here all the time.
Mrs. Baker!
Then you were the counterfeiter.
And I still would be if it weren't for that dumb dog.
You're the hero of this piece, Scooby. I am.
Calling him the dumb dog.
Penguin and the Joker, and now you got Mrs. Baker. You're
Yeah,
okay with
he
the
caught all three. Good for
We
him.
don't have any Scooby snacks, but how about some Scooby-Doo?
Bat snacks. I'm not gonna count that, but that's funny. Alright, and that was episode 2 of Scooby-Doo, the new Scooby-Doo Movies episode, Dynamic Scooby-Doo Affair. I liked it a lot more than the first episode, which I rated 2 out of 10. This one, I really liked how Batman and Robin took control of everything, kind of got things going. The gang really helped throughout, and the story was pretty interesting. Like the first time we've had a female culprit, and still having the Joker and the Penguin in the episode, but not really being the ones to do the money, but not the one that actually had it, was the main bad guy. An interesting dynamic episode. I think I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10, or no, 6.5 out of 10, just because it was definitely a big slog. I feel like if it was not 40 minutes, but you know, like 28, normal Scooby-Doo is 22, but if it was just a slightly bit longer, but really cut down, would make it a lot more interesting and fun. Because at the moment, it's good. It could be great if you just cut down a little bit of things here and there, but I really like the different dynamics that they had with the Batman crew. Kind of just brought it forward a lot more interesting than the previous episode, and I feel like that they fit the gang a lot more than the Three Stooges did, because the Three Stooges are more like comedian styles than more like actually figuring out mysteries and working on on catching bad guys. So this fit this series a lot better. This was also one of the episodes that was highly rated on the list. I feel like I said, if it was just edited down slightly, that it would be a stellar episode. But for now, I'm just going to keep it rather short at 6.5 out of 10 since they're pretty long episodes and there's going to be a lot of editing to do, so I want to make sure that they're good for today when they're released. A much better episode than previously, like I said several times. And if they stay at this quality or even better, then that would be fantastic as we move on throughout the new Scooby-Doo movies. Thank you everyone for watching and have a great day.